we have a task before us to ensure that we revamp or we popularize the sites that Dr. David Livingstone visited, as well as to make sure that Chirembwe heritage is also harnessed as tourism sites. Ladies and gentlemen, let me present you management report. That is activities that Malawi Scotland Partnership has been conducting. As we are aware that we are Malawi Scotland Partnership, we exist to coordinate, inspire, and motivate partnerships between Malawi and Scotland. So we as Malawi Scotland Partnership, we have remained committed to coordination of the activities, especially the interests of Malawians in this partnership. We are working hand in hand across all partnership, but we have education, gender as a cross-cutting issue, as well as health as our main focus areas. Yes, we are coordinating, we are advocating, we are doing capacity building, as well as ensuring that partners are building strong partnerships or are building strong alliances so that we are able to deliver, we are able to talk to each other and ensure that the projects that we are delivering are having a meaningful impact on the communities that we are serving. We have already seen a video on Dr. David Livingstone, where we are saying, let's promote the sites where we can, let's invest so that that could be a source of income for our nation. And also if we develop the sites, it means interventions like school partnership around those sites will also be promoted, because the children in the schools along the sites, they will fully understand why we have this school partnership. They will know the history. They will embrace it because they will see themselves the sites that are well developed. As I've already said, that education, health and gender remain our key focus areas. As Malawi Scotland Partnership, we have, in the reporting period, we have focused on education, specifically on school partnership. What are school partnerships? Maybe some of you, my colleagues, you may ask, Stella, what are you talking about school partnerships? School partnerships are partnerships that exist between Malawian schools and Scottish schools. They talk to each other. How do they talk to each other? They use digital forums to talk to each other. I believe some of you are asking how, because you know how our primary schools are. Some of them they don't have access to the digital forums I'm talking about, even the skills to do it. So as Malawi Scotland Partnership, we have taken a task of training, of building the capacity of those schools that are in partnership to ensure that they are able to use digital forums, like for example, WhatsApp. They should be able to talk to their colleagues in Scotland using WhatsApp, using Zoom and other digital forums. So, as you are aware that the last 2 years during COVID, previously we had so many school partnerships, but after COVID, the number of schools dropped down. The schools that have partnership dropped down. So we are working tirelessly to ensure that we revamp the school partnerships. So in the meantime, I can proudly say that we have 12 active partnerships, but we are working towards establishing a database and also revamping some of the school partnerships. As a way forward for the school partnership, as Malawi Scotland Partnership, we are saying that, yes, we are doing all these school partnerships, but we are also at the back of our mind, we are aware of the many, many challenges that our primary schools are facing. For example, some of them, they have the infrastructure is not okay. Learning and teaching materials are not available. So we are saying we are going a direction. We'll be talking to our partners, our Scottish partners, who are already here in Malawi, so that we can be creating synergies in such schools. If there's a Scottish institution that is here that builds maybe infrastructures, we'll work hand in hand in them to liaise with them to say, let's build synergies in the schools so that Malawi Scholar Partnership is coordinating the school partnership. Maybe another organization is building schools. Another one is doing sports leadership, so that we are able to provide synergy and also to get satisfaction, especially from the learners and the teachers. Technology. Further to that, as Malawi Scotland Partnership, we are also focusing on gender and health. What is it that we are focusing on? We are focusing on health. We are focusing on non-communicable diseases, that is high blood pressure. My board chair will remind me, she's a healthy personnel. High blood pressure, diabetes, and cancer, as well as mental health. Thank you, board chair. That's a good thing when you have a board chair who is a medical personnel. When there are words that you're failing from that particular field, you just ask. So over this period of time, what have we done in this particular area? We have, in gender, we have sat down as Malawi Scotland Partnership to look at other policies, other organization gender policies, so that we are also able to develop our own, as well as our members also able to develop their own. We are aware that some of our members, they have the policies, so we'll be talking to you to ensure that we also know what is going on. Further to that, we have also trained our members in gender mainstreaming, and I believe some of you participated in the trainings that we did. On health, we are in touch with Miss of Health, as well as some of associations like Palliative Care, Diabetes Association, to see how best we can work in this particular area. This is a picture of a gender mainstreaming training. I would also like to highlight to you members that on further and higher learning, there are a number of activities that we are doing with our colleagues from universities. We continue to coordinate the universities both here in Malawi and Scotland. And just last week, we had a very good meeting with University of Dundee in Blantyre, as well as here in Lilongwe, where we brought leadership of the 4 public universities to brainstorm on how best we can advance research and innovation. That is research and innovation as a way of commercializing some of the ideas that researchers or informal sectors develop. So as you're aware that, for example, some of the universities in Scotland, they are champions of this thing. They have done it before. So we want the same. If a university in Scotland, you know, the Scottish people are brothers and sisters. If universities in Scotland, they are able to research or to innovate and commercialize, we also are that to be happening here in Malawi. So the meeting that we had with University of Dundee is one of the meetings. But let me also mention to you that there are several activities that are happening between universities that we are also coordinating. For example, KUHES, they are working with Glasgow, Strathclyde. We have Community Energy. They are also working with University of Strathclyde. My brother here can attest to that. So as Malawi Scotland Partnership, we continue to coordinate these events to ensure that the activities benefit the whole nation or benefit the most vulnerable groups of people. In terms of visibility, we continue to use all sorts of media outlets to ensure that we send out information on what our partners are doing, as well as Malawi Scotland Partnership are doing We use Facebook, Instagram, as well as news bulletin. If there is anybody here who has never received a bulletin from Mascot and Partnership, please contact my colleague here. Just give an email address. When we are sending out the bulletins, they will include you so that you are able to read of the activities that are happening. Climate change, we are also coordinating climate change. As you're aware that previously, the last 3 years, we had implemented a project on climate change. So we continue to coordinate. We had trained young climate leaders. So these climate leaders, we had instilled in them skills. Others are doing briquettes making, organic manure, tree planting, and also championing cleaning along the river banks, and as well as others are into advocacy. So we continue to make follow-ups with them to ensure that they are doing their work. And also there are other organizations that are expressing interest to work with them. Scottish organization like Hydronation has been continuously giving us information regarding capacity building of our young climate leaders. So what we normally do is when we receive the information, we share the information further to the young climate leaders. The last one is we've been having a lot of meetings. As a coordinating agent, we've been having a number of meetings with key stakeholders to ensure that we are collaborating more closely with our partners. We are listening to their challenges. We are providing solutions collectively. And we believe that we are going to continue promoting the legacy of Dr. David Livingstone, as well as John Chilembwe. I don't know if you have any question. Please let me answer the question, or my board chair is here, you can ask her. I rest my case. Thank you.